Hey dum-dums, it's Corey, it's Fed, and this week we're making a Thai cucumber salad. It's spicy, and it's what I call a spine breaker because this comes from this Pok Pok book, which I love, and I make it so frequently, and every time I do, I gotta weigh down the book with another book, and so eventually, because I love it so much, this recipe is going to break the spine of this book. It calls for a couple ingredients that you may be less familiar with, palm sugar and dried shrimp, but I'm gonna demystify them for you right now. The first ingredient is palm sugar. They carry this at all Asian groceries. I've gone to mine several times. They move it every time and no one speaks English. And I've had great success by just showing them a picture on my phone and someone's like, oh yeah, it's over there. The trick to this is the first time I tried using it, it's rock hard. I just whacked it with a cleaver and shards went over everywhere. The trick is you pour just a little hot water over it, covered container, 1 minute, pull it out, and then grind it in a mortar and pestle. Or if you don't have that, just use the bottom of a heavy pot or pan. Because we're using the raw garlic, I like having actual good garlic grown in Ontario as opposed to that slave labor Chinese garlic. Chilies, these are Thai chilies, dried, and just break them up a bit. We don't want to mash them into a paste. And then combine them with the palm sugar. Okay, now it's time for fish sauce. Oh, it comes out slowly. I was nervous about these limes because they look plump and juicy, but sometimes you cut open a lime and there's 3 drops of liquid in it. And also there's a lime shortage right now. I'm gonna add more sugar and I'm gonna add more lime. So dried shrimp, again, all over Chinatown, you'll see them on bins on the street. You just gotta toast them a little bit in a pan, 5 or 10 minutes, medium heat, and then they become crispy. Oh, while I'm toasting that shrimp, I should probably tell you about the column where I serve this salad. I had over some guys from the John Howard Society. That's a national organization that helps ex-prisoners in this country. And they brought a couple guys who've been in prison for roughly half their life. For what? Drugs. What else? What else is anybody in jail for? You do drugs, you go to jail. And let me tell you something, jail is not a tossed salad, okay? It's not fun. It's unpleasant. Read the column, you learn a bit more about that. A little warning to kids, is for mature audiences only. So there is some butt stuff in this column. Now let's go check on those shrimp. Cucumber. I slice these guys in half, scoop out the seeds with a spoon, and chop them, you know what, whatever kind of shape you want, really, just so they're bite-sized so you can pick them up with a spoon or chopsticks. And tomatoes, just sliced in half. So now that my dressing and my vegetables are where I want them, it's time to give them a mix. I'm gonna throw in half the shrimp and half the peanuts. This way I've got some at the end to add for garnish so it's crunchy on top. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I was talking about. You know, every brand of fish sauce is going to be a different level of salinity. Every lime is going to be a different level of acidity, so on and so forth. So you really want to taste as you go, but it should be incredibly limey and fishy and garlicky and spicy. Don't be afraid of flavor. Make a nice bowl of rice to go with this to kind of tame it. Let me know how it turns out. And in the meantime, until next week, I'm Corey Mintz for thestar.com or .ca, not .uk. Those guys are jerks. I'll see you next week.